Okay, so good morning, everybody, and good evening if anybody joining from the different time zone. Thank you so much for joining this batch of CIS CSM experimental batch 1 with me. Today is the day 1, and as per the tradition which I follow in my batch, before we start any batch, we will take 10-20 second pause, pray to your God to whom you worship, and ask that give us the power, give us the strength to start this journey in a good format and to complete this journey with everybody together. And then finally we start the session. Okay, so now we are here. This slide has a lot of concept because the the course which we pick up now is called customer service management. So now we are going to be discuss the concepts from the customer perspective. It has very less relationship with the ITSM. We will discuss that part as well, but we will more focus on the customer perspective. Like you, me are the customers. We go in the market and we buy something and then we say, okay, I need something. I'm a customer. What you can offer me as a company, as a product, as a shop. So this is what is the main fundamental here. Don't think from the IT employee perspective. Think that you are in the market, you want to purchase something, and now if you have some issues, how to deal with that issues. This is a core fundamental of this particular CSM concept. But before that, let's discuss. We will spend 3-4 days to discuss the basics of little bit ITL, ITSM, ServiceNow, and then we will move to the CSM part. Now let me come back here. What do you mean by the word value? What is the meaning of the value for you?
Any benefit, notional benefit that I may get, notional or otherwise.
Okay. What else? Chandramani. This
Which
is
is expensive than price.
bit to through price. Okay. Only price without not without price.
Yeah, without a price also, we can say.
Okay. An example.
So I
An
might
example.
think of, give me some time.
Okay. So Kwinder, what do you think? What is value?
So, in my view, value is worth or usefulness.
ये सब technical बातें हैं. Technical words है. Let's talk about the layman.
Right.
What is value?
So, example, I can give example.
Good.
So, that example would be after attending this training, it will add to my knowledge and
Mhm.
skills. So
Okay.
that will be value to me.
Value to me. Okay. What else you think? If you bring something for your kids and you find a good smile on their faces,
Right.
you say this is value worth it for me, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, yes. You bring something for your family is happy. You take your family out for dinner, for family trips, and you find it everybody is so happy now, joyful and energetic after coming back from here. You say it's a value one.
Yeah.
In the same theme, in the same lines, the word value bring a lot of stuff here. It says now, as I say that we have to be think from the company perspective, as a customer perspective. Okay. The purpose, why there's a lot of companies in the market. because they want to give a value to the stakeholders. Why anybody open a Karyana shop or the grocery shop? Why anybody open a bullet showroom? Why anybody open a car showroom? Because they want to create a value for their organization by selling that product. Okay. So what ITL says mainly, ITL says value means something pre-received benefits, usefulness and impact of something. When I completed my MCA and I joined Accenture, that was my first company. My father gifted me a phone, mobile phone. I still have that phone with me. Why? Because that hold a value for me. Even though that phone is not working at all, it's completely down, no internet on that particular phone. It was keyboard phone, but still I hold that. That is what the value says. Value you can get it via paying money or without paying money as well. Let's say if Sukhvinder go to Gurdwara and he do some seva, he feeling happy. That is value. Might be Ronald go to church and do some kind of a volunteer work. He feel happy. That is what the value he's be getting. But the thing is that it's say pre-received benefits. What do you mean by the word pre-received benefits? Think from the consultant perspective. We as a consultant have to be think why, not how. Let's discuss why. What is the meaning of the pre-received benefits? Go ahead, Ronald.
Pre-received, you said, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not able to think of something right now. Just let me.
This
Yeah.
pre-received hold a very important role if you go in the research area.
Okay. Okay.
Pre-received benefits, pre-received risk, pre-received ease of use or usefulness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
So it's basically, whenever you accept or receive any service, what do you think you will gain after receiving that particular service?
Correct. So it means if I buy a iPhone, what benefit I am getting it?
Right.
Definitely a good reputation in the market now. I'm an iPhone user. I have to be, or I'm getting a good phone which have a good camera quality, a big screen, lot of latest features on that particular part. So basically the value means something which you assume that if I do this thing, if I buy this thing, I'm getting these benefits, or which hold something importance. This is what the value says. In the regard that something held to be deserved the importance, this is a dictionary meaning I can say, or usefulness of something. ठीक है, that is value. As Sukhvinder said, from this training, I am assuming that after this training, I will able to work on the CSM projects. I am able to do the CSM certifications. This is the pre-received benefits. But Ronald has nothing in this mind like this. He has that this training has an important role in my career journey now. If I need to move to the next level, I have to be go for this training. He's not intention to go for the certification, but this training hold a important place in the journey. This is what the value. Because why you complain to internet provider, you're not getting the value of that money which you're paying. Let's say in the Ronald house, internet is not working. He called to the that survey desk or in the local provider, boss, your internet is not working. Why? He raised this complaint because he's not getting the value of that services which someone promised him to be provide. Ultimately, खेल खेल यही है. You go to a big restaurant. Let's say I go to a big restaurant. I know the food is very awesome, but they took approximately 30 minutes for the delivery of their food. What you will say? यार खाना तो अच्छा है, but it's not worth it to be wait there. Now what concept has been come is called the service. अतुल पढ़ाते तो अच्छा हो लेकिन you feel it बोर यार, मजा नहीं है पढ़ के तुम्हारे साथ, वीडियो सुन लो वो ज्यादा बेटर है. So now the concept comes service. What is the meaning of the service here? Sukhvinder.
Service is something we provide, something of value, or something tangible we provide to other party.
पक्का tangible.
Yeah, I think so. Something of worth.
Is this training a
Can
tangible? Is this
can be tangible or intangible both.
Yep. So just wait a minute, Chandramani. So Kwinder, is this training is it tangible?
No, it's intangible. Yeah.
But it's a service.
Yeah.
You give the love to your kids, to your family. You earn for them, but nobody can touch that how you are earning that money, right? But you're giving services, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Chandramani, what do you think?
Yeah, it can be both tangible and intangible. We can take examples of like Birla temples, which are created. So, as a part of services which that organization has provided, they plan to give something return to the society, and then they
Only
sort of,
organization. Only organization.
not an organization, I think we can say. They plan to offer something back to the society from which they are planning to grow. So,
To whom you're referring as a they here?
I'm taking an example of Birla's.
Okay, got it. Ronald, what do you think?
Service is anything that is offered to a receiver that can be tangible or intangible, monetary, or even maybe non-monetary.
Right. Okay. Now let's come on that part. Every company is providing the services in the form of people, process, tool, or products. Right? You go to any shop and you say, Bhaiya, can you give me this thing? He's providing services in the format of people. Someone will go in the storeroom and bring that thing for you. You pay, done. Might be that person order that product from some different vendor. That is a product. Can you send a caretaker at my place? My father is not well. I need someone to be support him. Now this is also service where the manpower is in the service. क्योंकि आप ये प्रोडक्ट नहीं ले रहे हैं, आप मैन पावर ले रहे हैं. This is what the services says here. So it means the companies providing the services in the different formats. Mainly we see as a product, but it can be product, it can be people. I need a driver who can teach me the driving. Now driver is a human and there is a shop or the agency who provide the training for the car, training for the car driving. This is what the people. IT means information technology, processes, value streams, partners and suppliers. This is a complete ecosystem. If I am providing a training to you, this is a service I'm giving to you. So it is a combination of the people and a process. And if you ask me a question, that is again a service. It is Q&A service, because if you did not ask a question, I will not able to improve my knowledge in that particular part. Okay, but what is the actual meaning of service? as per the ITI, because the examples which we took is from our different perspective of different experiences. But there must be a standard definition. It says it is a mean of enabling value. Number one, we know the value. And it's a co-creation. Atul, why co-creation? What is the meaning of the co-creation? What is the
Together.
meaning? Sorry?
Together.
Together. Together, but कैसे together? अब Ronald, you go to the restaurant. Will you help him to clean the utensils as well? अतुल वो तो नहीं होगा.
Correct.
फिर together कैसे value create करेंगे?
So together would be maybe you may be courteous towards them. You may pay the bill when asked, provide a tip, so that the value is shared between both.
But how it is getting benefit for you? Tip, see, tip you are saying that's fine, but you are paying the tip for the services you are using it.
Correct.
How that manager or how that hotel is getting benefited? आपके टिप पे तो होटल नहीं चलेगा, right? Think the value. I'm saying value co-creation. So Kwinder,
So after we are having food over there, we may be promoting it to our friends or some family members and suggesting them to just visit it, and
okay.
that is.
So Kwinder, what do you think?
So in my view, co-creation is something like we are working with others to produce something, create something.
Okay. If I say practically, this training is a value co-creation for me. I'm sharing my knowledge with you, and from your questions, your examples, I'm building my knowledge again. And together, we're building a good course here. If none of you will ask a question, will anything get added in my knowledge? Definitely no.
Yeah.
Because if you're not asking, if you're not putting the questions, you're not challenging my statements, I will not learn anything new. But you are getting the value from my training because you are the one side, receiver side. So this is what it come here now. There was the days when service provider was a separate entity and the customer is a separate entity. And they both work in the silos for the enhancement, improvements, progress of their own company. But now this concept has been changed. I'm sure you have seen few of the ads in not ads specifically, few of the news that this company is a strategic partner of this company now. Right? पहले क्या था कि ये कंपनी इस कंपनी के लिए काम करती है. But when they work together, this is why not we become a strategic partner. मैं आपका बिजनेस प्रमोट करता हूं, आप मेरा बिजनेस प्रमोट करो. You help me in my business, I will help you in your business. Definitely, right? So the word strategic partnership has been completely changed. If you want to be grow, I always say Ronald is the old player here. He know that if I say guys ask question and you're not asking, it is your loss, not mine. मेरा तो टाइम खत्म होगा, मैं निकल जाऊंगा. Okay. Is a means of enabling value co-creation. तो value हमने यहां से देखा और co-creation will go in next level by facilitating the outcomes the customer want. Now, why you join this training? Might be speak with this Atul, I have to go for the exam. Chandramani said, no, I want to go just for the knowledge. Ronald says, I'm working on the project and I need a little bit more clarity. This is what the expected outcome. And definitely, I also provide you with the pre-received benefits. Guys, this is a techno-functional training. You will learn about the CSM, foundation and implementation part. We'll go a little deep dive in the different concepts of the CSM. This is what, after this, you're able to at least start work or you can do the work in the CSM domain. This is what the outcome you want. But there is a challenge. Outcomes that customer want to achieve without customer having to manage specific cost and the risk. Important point है. Sukhvinder says, Atul, I took my family for a dinner yesterday. A big 5-star hotel. Awesome. Mast ambience, food is too good. They serve very well. They have a latest technologies to order the food. They have iPads or pads kind of things. You have to put it order. The food will come in the format of like different technologies. A robot will come and pick up the order. But at the last, Sukhvinder say one thing. But it's too costly, yaar. You know that kadai paneer is too much. Outside it's like 250, 300 rupees, but they charge 500 rupees for the same quantity. अब यहाँ पर हो गई problem. Because when the services come, it says the intention, the value, what Sukhvinder want to achieve, a good dinner with the family so that everybody is happy. But the person who is serving that, the hotel, it is his responsibility to manage the specific cost and the risk. The hotel managers thought that today I'm getting approximately 200 guests or the customers, but they got only 50 customers. So paneer and all will be wasted. Will Sukhvinder help in that area? Why should I help? I am paying the money for the services. This is what this concept says. Itni badi, we have these many companies, these many organizations. By any time are you worried that how they're managing their production system? You go, you pay, and take the product. This is what the services say. Specific cost. Nobody knows that how much this training cost me. But I give you a fixed amount. Guys, this is the amount you have to pay as a fees. That's all. Nobody bother here that what Ronald has in the dinner yesterday or what Sukhvinder has a dinner yesterday. Did you sleep properly yesterday? Nobody's bothered with each other. Neither you are bothered for me, neither I'm bothered for you. This is what the services mean here. Two things important: value co-creation. Second, the outcome which as a customer you want to be achieved. And third, you're not taking the ownership of specific cost or risk. So this training is a service. One, we both want to be achieved or we want to be create a value for the each other. Second, you want to achieve a specific outcome. Third, you are not bothered that how much this training cost me or what risk I have in my life now for this training. Or in the vice versa. I'm not worried about that what is happening in Sukhvinder's personal family or Chandramani's personal family. I'm not bothered at all. And neither you bothered for my thing. The only thing is that in the 1 hour, we should only discuss about ServiceNow and CSM. No gossips and at all with other things. Clear the concept of service, because this service concept is important in the CSM. That is, the topic says customer service management. This is not IT service management. This is not ITSM. This is customer service. You buy something from the market and what are the plus or minus you're facing now, that is come under the customer service management. Clear or doubt?
Clear.
Sukhvinder, everybody clear?
Yes, Atul. It's clear.
Now let's go to the next. Now what is a product? क्योंकि यहाँ पर in this particular part, these are the important things. Product, services, kind of after sales services. This is important here. So product means a configuration of an organization resources designed to offer value to the customer, like in the form product, as we all know that some company or which a company prepared something with the different resources and they put it in front of us for the purchase or to buy. iPhone, mobile, laptops, desktops, oven, microwave, utensils, fridge, cooler, AC, chairs, table. These are all the products. And these product has been built by some organization. And then to provide a value to us. Why you purchase a fridge? Because you want to store the things in that fridge. Did you prepare that or did you create it or did you make that fridge? No. Until I go to market on a showroom and I buy that from there. This is what the product meaning here. In the CSM, this is important and we will go as per the service now definitions as well in the later on. That what is the meaning of the product? Okay. Now the value co-creation. As we discuss that instead of working in the silos, let's work together so that we both mutually get benefited. Money is the one part of this training I'm getting it. What is the another intention for me to get this training? So that I can see more practical scenarios from your perspective as well. That will improve my knowledge as well. This is what it says here. We are talking about the value. I'll show you example. This is what the value mean for me. Different Legos, but if you convert that Legos in a format, become toy. This is the value. Legos are here. When you arrange, it becomes a house. This is what the value. I'm sure now everybody has a lot of questions in the mind. Ye bhi. But as soon as we progress in our course, your doubts get starting clear. It means achieving your value part very soon. अतुल तो मुझे पता है, हाँ ठीक है, that's fine. Might be tomorrow or day after tomorrow when we go in the service now deep dive, then you start getting might be this corner of value or this corner of value or this corner of value or this thing on the value. This is what the value says here. Now the organization. Atul, क्या basics concepts? नहीं. Because as I say, CSM is working on the customer perspective. Customer having some issue, he or she want to be raised some complaint. कहाँ जाएगा? Organization के पास. And what is the meaning of the organization here? A person or group of person who has its own function and responsible authorities for achieving the objective. Let's take an example of India Reliance, Jio. Nobody was aware, nobody thought, nobody think earlier that Jio is going to be like this much big. What they have, that is the organization. They have something in their mind to achieve that objective. मुझे पैसा बनाना है. I have to go for the rich. And to do that particular part, they build the different products. Their intention is to make a money by providing the value to the customers. And they're doing that part. In the beginning, everybody says, if you have Jio phone, all India, it's free, incoming, outgoing. 2 GB data daily. Also, when providing the services, an organization take the role of the service provider. अब देखो यह कंसेप्ट चेंज हो गया. मैं बना भी रहा हूं और मैं बेच भी रहा हूं. Provider might be I'm making it but not selling in the retail format. I'm selling to the in the wholesale only. So I'm a service provider as well. This is another important concept here. You or we have a local internet in our areas. For us, they are the service provider. But they're also buying the bandwidth from the other providers or other big company. And the provider can be external and can be sometimes internal as well. In a company, IT department, that is internal to their people. क्यों? क्योंकि वो HR को भी सर्विसेज देते हैं. They give a service to this thing. Finance, legal, everybody. So it can be external as well. That is, they mentioned it can be, not might be, can be external to the customers. Or they both are the same part of the same organization. I'm working in a company where we're making the refrigerators. I go and buy it from my company itself. So I'm a service provider as well, but I'm a customer or consumer as well for that particular service. This is what the organization says. Now, customer. A person who defines the requirement for a service and take the responsibility for the outcome of the service consumption. के बारे में. What do you think, Ronald? Who is customer?
Someone asking for a service.
Okay, example.
I go to a restaurant and I order for food.
Okay. What do you think, Sukhvinder?
Yes, so the example would be, for example, in the context of this session, we are the customer and you are the provider, service provider in the form of training.
What else? Chandramani.
Yeah, so we can think of someone asking for some additional things. We can take an example of a car. So earlier, we used, managed having only 4 wheels and an engine. Right? Now, as we are evolving and we are asking for additional features like ADAS and other things. Which deals with our safety and then which provide comfort to our driving experience as well.
Okay, and what is the difference between a customer and a consumer?
Consumer is one person who may simply use that product, we can say, or
who is the customer then?
Customer is a person who demands some additional things in that, or we can say a kind of difference.
Okay, Ronald, what do you think? Who is customer and who is consumer?
Customer is somebody who requests for a service.
Okay.
And consumer is somebody who is availing the service.
Can these
receiving the service, sorry.
Okay, can these two be the same person or different?
It can be the same as well as different.
Okay.
Because you can be a customer, but you may not receive that service.
Consume that service.
Consume that service. I'm sorry. Right. Okay. Correct.
Because if you see in India, we have a consumer codes. We don't have a customer codes. Right? Because I am buying a toy for my kid. I'm a customer. But that toy will be consumed by my kids. So they are the consumer here. And in the CSM, This is very important to be understand. If you change the word consumer and customer in the CSM work area, you are gone. Because for customer, it's a separate process. For consumer, it is a separate process. They both have a separate portals as well. Believe me, fundamentally they have a different concepts at all together. So customer is someone who define the requirement कि मुझे कुछ ऐसा चाहिए, and who take the responsibility, yes, I will consume it. Did anybody notice or know how this mobile get invented? उसको छोड़ो, how the telephone get invented? Graham Bell, who invented this telegram, he thought that I need something by which I can talk to someone from the other part of country, and they built this concept. They put the dial all wires, tested, able to hear, yes. That is what the need. What company says nowadays? Customer की demand है जी ये तो. Customer need this thing, so we have to bring this thing. Right? On the festival season like Diwali, Dishera, Navratri, Ganpati, there's a lot of demand of the different decoration parts. If you go to a shop and say, भैया क्या ये वाला है क्या? नहीं मैडम मैं तो कोई पूछता ही नहीं. Nobody is asked about this thing. Customer की demand नहीं. Customer need something fancy nowadays. Lighting wala, easy, good, beautiful, easy to maintain, cheap. This is what the customer says. I will not say that it's a user mainly. I will say it's a consumer who use these services actually. In this part, both person can be same and both person can be different as well. If you are staying alone, you go to market, you buy something, might be milk or kind of other things, and you are having that by yourself only. So you are the consumer when you go and buy, and now at home you are the consumer as well. And last is a sponsor. A person who authorized for a budget, a person who authorized a budget for service consumption. मतलब जो पैसा खर्च कर सके. Ronald said, Atul, come with me, I'll sponsor your dinner this time. So neither I am a customer now. I'm a consumer, but who is giving the funding? Is third one. Sponsor. Clear everybody till this point?
Yes, Atul.
Sukhwinder and Chandramani.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next part. Now let's discuss about the services. We already discussed that service and product we discussed. What is the service offering? Service offering.
Service offering is something which is a more personalized or specific offering. For example, a bank may offer loan services, but a car loan or a home loan would be that service offering.
Okay, what do you think, Sukhwinder?
Yeah, same. So basically, it's a collection or bundle of services which are offered together.
Okay, let's see. What service offering says? This is from the ITL 4 I pick up. A formal description of one or more service designed to address the need of a target consumer group. थोड़ा सा चेंज करते हैं इसमें एग्जांपल्स के साथ, ठीक है? We know that how this MACD started working in India. They have initially they just have a burger and something called cold drink and French fries. You go there, one burger, one French fries, one small cold drink, 300 rupees. You came back, it's too much costly. See this burger and all these things. Then MACD also think on that particular part. यार ऐसे तो business चलेगा नहीं. Can I not combine these things as an offering? Because there's a different people coming in the different timings. I drive the whole night. It's a early morning 6 o'clock. I reach at the MACD. What do you think? What I will order now? Will I order something, a lot of fancy things? I will order, might be a small puff and a small glass of cold drink. If I purchase these two things differently, it's more costly. But if I put this in a combo, it is cheap as well. And as per the timings, I can take it. This is what the service offering says. When you sell your service in a bundle format, there's also something matter here. In India, we have a different kind of a meals. Let's say MACD says, sir, big meal, small meal, kids meal, vegan meal, non-veg meal, veg meal. Different meals they have put it. But outside India, only two, vegan and non-vegan. That's all. No kids, no full, nothing. So service offering can be different for the different places. Service offering also important in the CSGM part as well. ServiceNow CSGM. Because they say need to be target consumer group. सबके लिए नहीं है वो. A specific target. See, when the schools get open, how this booksellers sell their products. 2 geometry boxes. If you buy 5 notebooks, 1 geometry box, you will get 2 or 3 things free. And they bundled everything. Because they know that every kid, every student need at least 1 geometry and 5 notebooks. There is service offering. How much for this? 100 rupees. Give it. Pre-packed. Everything is ready. Just sell it out. But if you go on the odd days, school started, it's going on October, November, December now. You will not find that offers nowadays. Because the days are gone. Diwali is coming. We go and buy fireworks. You can buy a separate fireworks. You can buy a bundle as well. Like I go, generally I don't like these fireworks. I go and I say, भैया बच्चों को कुछ छोटा सा दिखा दो. हाँ, this is a small package. You can take it. 200 rupees. That's all. Because in this they are targeting it. A consumer group. Not for everybody. Same goes for the insurance company. Earlier insurance was common for everybody. But now it is for the target group. If you are above 60 years, these are the plans for you getting these benefits. If you're between 30 to 50, this is the best plan. And see how the business getting changing now. If there's a new baby born in your family, now you have insurance plans for that as for him or her as well. बेटी हुई है, these many plans, लड़का हुआ है, these many plans. This is what the offerings work here. Because I'm a customer, I don't want everything to be in the silos. I want in the bundle format. So a service offering may include good access to resources and service actions. I give you the example for this one. If you are having a credit card, you can get discount on product. Number one, that is a good. If you have a credit card and you are in the airport, you can access the lounge. That is a resource. If you have a credit card and you have these many points, You can upgrade your seat in the flight. That is action. The reason I'm saying, think from the businessman perspective now, that how these things, we always say, अरे बहुत change हो गया ना, पता है पहले कैसे था अब कैसा हो गया. This is what is the reality here. They are building the offerings for everybody. I also offer an offering. I generally take ITSM and CSA batch separately. But someone told me, Atul, I'm interested in the both batch, but I want it together. I make it as one offering and put in the group. Definitely results was not that much good which I'm expecting it, but also not bad as well. This is what the offering. Clear the concept here?
Yeah.
Chandramani out, all clear? Doubt? Okay. Now the last concept, service relationship. Important. Till yesterday, Sukhwinder, Chandramani and Ronald was unknown for me. You are my participants. I'll not say students because we are not in the relationship of the teacher or the child. We are in the colleagues format now. Okay. Till yesterday, Sukhwinder, Chandramani and Ronald was unknown to me. We assume, or Sukhwinder assume, that Atul is my teacher and I'm his student. Same goes for Chandramani and same goes for Ronald. But now, as we kick off this batch, we become a colleagues now. I'm not saying Sukhwinder sir, neither Sukhwinder say Atul sir. We have a colleagues relationship here. This is what this relationship come. You ask question to me to enhance my knowledge. I will put my examples, my experience to you to enhance your knowledge. So now we have a relationship here. Service relationship. For the another 40 days, we are together as learning perspective. People ask me in the training, Atul, you never ask anybody introduction, क्या करते हो, कहाँ रहते हो, क्या job है, घर में कौन कौन है. I never ask because I think that is required, but not always. But sometimes I discuss these things as well in the trainings to pick up some examples, to pick up some scenarios. So what service relationship says, it's the establishment between two or more organization to create a organization to co-create a value. You are my customers as well, you are my consumers as well, and you are my stakeholders as well, and you are an organization for me, and I am an organization for you. I am sharing my knowledge, you are getting it. You are sharing your questions. There in the coming days, there will be days when I will ask you, okay, give me a scenario. Let's discuss something important on that particular part. So we are having a relationship. In service relationship, organization will take the role of a service provider or the service consumer. When I am speaking, I'm a provider and you're a consumer. When you are speaking, you are a provider and I'm a consumer. Because I have to consume your knowledge, consumer thoughts, consumer words, examples, scenarios. This is what it come here. Two roles are not mutually exclusive, and organization typically both provide and consume number of services. Best example. We are working in an IT company. That's fine. We are getting an insurance from the IT company, our company, right? Now tell me, is your company is an insurance provider? नहीं है, definitely. Correct? I'm in the IT company, but still you're getting the that service of the insurance. Now go on the other side. You're working in the insurance company and you are using the IT systems, and you're providing the service to the customer for the insurance only. Now, are you IT company? No. But you're still dependent or still using the IT services. This is what it says. We can be consumer and we can be provider at the same time. And this is what the relationship work. ऐसे ही दुनिया चल रही है आज. If you need me, you contact me. If I need you, I will contact you. Give and take is going on. This is what the service relationship is important. Why these concepts are here? Because in the CSM there's a two fundamental principles, B2B and B2C. तब ये चीजें आपको पता चलेंगी. अच्छा ये तो हमने तब इसलिए डिस्कस किया था ये वाला काम. It might feel boring, तो ये सब पता है हमें, that's fine, but these concepts are going to be used as CSM, and believe me, after a long time of 4 or 5 years, I renewed my slides as well. And Ronald can say yes, because earlier the things were different, but now I did a lot of new content here as well. Okay. So we'll pick up the next topic tomorrow. Any doubt, question before I stop the recording? Sukhvinder, Chandramani, Ronald.
So there is one word in that slide called as mutual exclusive. Can you please?
This one. These roles are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
What do you think? चलो पहले मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ.
So first thing is what two roles is the consumer and provider, right? So we are thinking about these two roles now, right?
Yes. An example. What you thought? What mainly it says that you can't be a same person. Sorry, you can't be the same. Wait. Okay. These two things, provider and consumer, you can't be same of both at a given point of time. Either you are a provider for a few seconds, either you're a consumer for the another few seconds. If I'm a provider and you're the consumer. If you're speaking, I'm a consumer and you're a provider. I can't be the both at the same time, as a provider, as a consumer. So it's changed immediately. But I can't be the both at the same time. Okay, let's take example. When you get married, you go to your in-laws' house, right? How your father-in-law, mother-in-law introduced you to the other people?
As in son-in-law.
Son-in-law. But if you become a father, then how they introduce? Then how they introduce? Might be son-in-law, or might be say that he's the father of this baby now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. But you can't be both at the same time.
Yeah.
People will understand that, okay, if you are the father of this baby, it means you are son-in-law. So single person have a different entities, but he can't be same at a both place. Like if I give example, let's say you are a teacher in a school. Okay. In that school, your kid also study in the same class. Okay. Now, who are you for that kid? A father or a teacher?
If I am in a classroom, then a teacher.
But you can't be both at the same time, right? If it is recess period or it is out of school, you are a father.
Yeah.
But if it is in the school, you are a teacher. So this is what it says. You can't be the both provider and consumer at a given point of time. एक टाइम पे आप नहीं हो सकते, different times पे आप हो सकते हैं. That is your identity. Might be for the few seconds you are a father. Might be for the few seconds you become a teacher now. This is what this mean here. Role switching होगा, persona switching होगा, but not at the same time. Either you are a requester of or the caller for an incident. Either you are the fulfiller of that incident, but you can't be same at a both at a given point of time. Clear, Chandramani, now?
Yeah. So if we take an example of our insurance and an IT organization, so how we can apply that over there?
So
Mutual
now,
exclusion.
now you are working for an IT company and you are getting insurance from your company, right?
Yes.
Okay. On one side, you are a consumer of that, or you're consuming that particular insurance services.
Correct.
This time you are a consumer.
Yes.
But if that insurance company is buying the IT services from your company, then you're a service provider as well.
Okay. Yeah.
तुम मुझसे बिजनेस करो, मैं तुम्हें सपोर्ट करता हूं, तुम्हारा IT सपोर्ट को I'll make your IT support easy.
Okay.
This is what this is. So you are consuming the services, but you are a provider as well for the same. And this is again build up with a service relationship only. ठीक है जी, clear?
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Sukhvinder, Ronald, any doubt? The question?
No, Atul, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Good. So let me stop the recording now and we'll take a quick attendance here.